Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Haley. I am so happy that you've clicked on today's video. I really want to connect more with you guys. I feel like YouTube is such a powerful space and I'm loving the community that I'm building here, and I just feel like you guys are the sweetest, kindest people, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I have been getting the sweetest comments on my videos and you guys just seem like genuinely amazing people, so I thought it would be fun to do more of a personal video. I've been doing a lot of fashion related content and I definitely will continue to do that, but I thought it would just be fun to connect a bit more and do a Q&A while I get ready, pick an outfit, do my hair, just get ready for the day. So this is gonna be pretty chill, just chit chatty, answering some questions that you left me on my Instagram and some questions that I got on YouTube. I don't know if I got too many. I tried the community space question thing. I don't know if it worked, so I'll see. But yeah, this video is gonna be super chill and just more about me. So if that's not your vibe, that's totally fine. But if you do want to know a bit more about me, then just keep watching. Everyone, this is Chai. We adopted her a couple months ago. She's maybe like 4 or 5 months old. She's super cheeky and she just loves being around people, and I'm the only one home today, so she's going to be here in this video whether we like it or not. I think people will like it because look how cute she is. She's adorable, but she's also very disruptive and I have to make sure she's not gonna pee anywhere she's not supposed to. So yeah, I guess this is not a question that I got, but I'm an animal lover. I'm definitely a cats person. We have 2 cats. However, we also have 2 dogs and I love our dogs as well. I think I just relate more to cats and I'm very like laid back, and I think I would have been a cat in a past life. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Look at her exploring. So yeah, I think cats are more like my animal, but also we have the best, cutest little dogs, and I love all animals. I'm just an animal person in general, but oh my gosh, cats are me on a spiritual level. Okay, so one of the questions I'm reading that I got asked is my experience living in Canada. So if you're new here, you might be curious about my accent because it's a little bit all over the place. That's because I was born and raised in Canada. I mean, partially raised, I suppose. I lived in Canada for 11 years, from 0 to 11. I was born there. And then my parents and my family and we moved over to Australia when I was 11, and I'm now 21, almost 22, so I've almost been here the same amount of time that I was in Canada, which is actually crazy to me because I always felt like Australia was like somewhere I hadn't, I don't know, Canada always felt like the place I'd been the longest, and now I've lived most of my adult and conscious life in Australia, which is super crazy. I would say my Canadian experience was beautiful. We lived in British Columbia, which is a really outdoorsy place, and I think it fostered my love for being outdoors, being in the outdoors. I grew up camping, I grew up doing a lot of outdoor activities, and I absolutely love just, yeah, that kind of environment. We went hiking a lot. I was definitely a water girl, loved being in lakes and oceans, and just I had the best experience living in Canada, and I really do miss it sometimes, but I generally feel like my personality suits Australia more. My likes and my fashion sense, it's all a bit more Australian. I love the coastal vibe, and that's where I live in Australia. So although I really miss Canada, and there's certain aspects like Christmas and just different things that I feel like will always feel a bit weird here in Australia, I genuinely feel like Australia is where I belong and probably where I will like stay for the rest of my life. But that's just, who knows, because I'm sure my dad and my mom never imagined living in different countries around the world. It's just funny how things like that happen. You just meet someone and fall in love, and yeah, I love Canada. It has a very special place in my heart. I do consider it very much my home, but I think home is where your family is, and my family, most of my family is in Australia, my immediate family, and then my grandparents and stuff are all in my dad's side's in Canada and my mom's side's in Australia, so I'm very split. It's like when I travel to Canada, I miss Australia, and when I'm in Australia, I miss Canada. So I don't think I'll ever win, because I kind of get the best of both worlds, but it's also, I'm always kind of feeling like a little part of me is missing, and that's what it's like growing up with dual countries, I guess. I got a question asking about tips for IG growth and stagnant accounts. Look, lately I've felt really, I think, a bit down and deflated about Instagram and growth and stuff. I think it's so hard. Instagram is not the place for growing, and I think it's changed so much. In my head, Instagram has been #1 on my social media platforms for like my entire, like, since I've been using Instagram. I've always like valued Instagram the most, and then as other apps came out, like, you know, YouTube, I guess, and TikTok and stuff, but as I was using them, I always valued Instagram over TikTok and YouTube, because I just felt like that's where I felt like it was the best place to be, to grow, and just like the best place to have the most followers and stuff. But I don't know why that is. I think it's maybe because I love photography, but recently I've realized that like TikTok is the last place on my list now to prioritize. I feel like it is so hard to grow. The algorithm is constantly changing, and I don't know why I keep putting Instagram first. It's like being in a bad relationship with someone, and like, even though they treat you badly and, you know, they don't value you and they don't put you first, you still put them first above your friends and all that kind of stuff. That's how I picture Instagram. So I have better platforms, and I'm realizing that like TikTok and YouTube are so much better in the sense that you can grow more, your community can be more genuine because people can actually get a chance to hear you talk and really get to know you better, connect with you better. Instagram is just like video content, mostly just for aesthetics, which I think is fun. It's like almost like a mood board. So although I have the classic tips of, you know, just be consistent, produce quality content, I mean, it works sometimes for me, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like, I can be consistent AF and still pre-producing quality content, I believe, and still receive like terrible engagement and terrible engagement, and just be losing followers and just nothing going my way. So honestly, Instagram to me is more of like bottom on my priority list at the moment, which it never was. It's always been up the top. So I think it's interesting how that's shifted in my mind, and ever since it's shifted like that, I feel like I've been able to be a bit more free and just realize that like whatever happens on Instagram, whatever. YouTube, TikTok is more my priority at the moment, because I feel like it's just way more of a genuine space. And yeah, I totally feel you if you're feeling a bit discouraged with growth. But if you're looking for practical tips, I do have some videos on Instagram and stuff, and I do like think it's a good platform still. I do think it's just, I think how you perceive it, it really have to let go of certain aspects of like growth and engagement. For me personally, I've had to let go of that, because it just is unrealistic to put so much worth into that when someone is controlling the algorithm and you really have no control over it. And yeah, I don't know. Sorry, this was kind of a tangent. I don't know how helpful that was, but honestly, just go look at my other videos that I have posted about it, about the Instagram algorithm. It still applies, and the tips are still super helpful. I just think genuinely Instagram is losing its, I don't know, it's little touch to me. I just am not vibing with it that much anymore, and maybe the Instagram algorithm is hearing this right now, and that's why they're shadow banning me. But yeah, I just think, YouTube and TikTok is where it's at, and that's where you should be focusing your efforts, and maybe using Instagram as more of like just a portfolio and a mood board of your work, if that makes sense. I'm answering these really in weird order. The next one is, how's it going? Life in general. I feel like this is all over the place. I'm sorry if this video is not, I don't know. I always think it's gonna be better than it is, and then I just start rambling and I'm like, what's the point of even doing this? But anyway, how is life going in general? Okay, it's hard because genuinely life has been amazing. When I think about my life from a bigger picture, I have some really incredible people in my life. I've got an amazing family, relationship with my family. I've got an amazing boyfriend. I've got some really great friends. I'm like pursuing my dream career and I'm working at a cafe on the side. It's a well-rounded life and I'm really, really proud of where I'm at and genuinely so happy in so many aspects. I think the main thing that I'm going through right now is just like the futural directional, like what am I doing with my life kind of aspect. I think sometimes when growth is stagnant and when you work for yourself, you have to constantly be motivating yourself, and I guess I'm just feeling a little bit, I don't know, like lacking motivation when I'm not growing. And also I'm like, how long is it gonna take for me to get where I want to be? That kind of vibe. And also I think as like I'm gonna be 22 in October. I still live at home. I mean, I live in the tiny, but I live at my parents' house still. And I'm really ready to move out and live with my partner in a house and just like start a life. I'm really, really ready for my own space. The tiny house is great, but like I don't have much room to film, and I really just want a space that's mine, a living room, a kitchen, a bedroom, all that kind of vibe. I'm really ready for that next chapter. But I also just don't know what that looks like, because I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I don't know where to move to. If I moved around where I live already, it just feels silly to be living and paying rent when I could be living at home, and we live in a great space, and I'm like, that seems silly. But then also I don't know where I would like move to like if it was further away. Also the rental, like it's just so hard to get rentals, and I know my partner wants to buy another house sometime soon in the near future. So is it better and smarter to just keep living at home, I guess, and saving money? It's just, that's my thought process at the moment. Life is going great, but I just feel really uncertain about the future and what I want to do. Like, is my business gonna grow to how I want it to? I believe it will, but I'm just like, how long is it gonna take? And then I'm feeling really uncertain about where we're gonna live. I just am ready for that next step of like living on my own and really just starting my life. I mean, I'm gonna be 22 in October. I feel like it's time, but I'm also like, am I financially ready? Am I mentally ready, like to live away from someone? I work for myself, so I'm gonna be at home. This is just like my thought process, and yeah, I can just, sometimes it just consumes me and I just really don't know what to do. And I think a hard part too is my boyfriend also. We're both just in the same spot. We don't really know what to do, which is great. It's great. Anyway, if anyone else feels that way, let me know, because sometimes I'm like, why am I like this? Why is it so hard for me to decide what I want to do? Like, I genuinely do not want to live in the city, but I also want to live, I'm like ready to move out of my small town that I live in, but also am I, because I love where I'm working. I love the little community I've built, my friends, and just like my family. Like, I'm really close with my mom, my dad, my brother, and my boyfriend's family also live here, so it's like, it's just so hard. It's so hard. So if anyone can relate to this, like this struggle, let me know, because sometimes I just feel really alone on it. I got a question about the tiny house and when you can expect to see a tour of it. Honestly, so the plan with the tiny, my parents live on like 5 acres, and my boyfriend bought a block of land an acre up in like the mountains in the hills, and we're gonna move the tiny to the hills. But the block has some issues that we're like trying to deal with at the moment, and it's just taken a lot longer than we expected. And I always envisioned doing a tour of the tiny house when it was up there and finished, and I just felt like the vibe would be perfect up there. But I guess I can always do another one. I really should just do it. It's been finished for so long now, and I just haven't done a tour because I've been waiting for it to move to the spot that it's gonna be at, because it's just so beautiful. But we have to do a lot of like excavation and just different things to get it ready, and it's taking, like, we've had the block for over a year and it's still not ready. So, and like electrical, plumbing, just so many things. And so yeah, it's a big process, and I've been holding off on doing a tour for that reason. But I think it's time to do a tiny house tour because I'm so sorry it's been so long. So yeah, I think I'll just bite the bullet and do it here at my parents' house, and maybe do another one when it's finally up at Foster. So yeah, I think you can expect a tiny house tour in the next month. We're going overseas in like a week, so it's gonna be a little bit until we get back. But then as soon as I get back, I think that's gonna be something I'm gonna focus on, is getting a tour up for you guys. So I would say late August, early September is when you can expect that. And again, I'm really sorry. I know how annoying it is when you're watching someone like a creator and they're just not finishing something, or they're not like doing what they promised. I really want to hold myself accountable for you guys and get it done, provide what I promised. Okay, my makeup is done. I am going to go do my hair now, and then we can pick an outfit together and I'll answer the last of the questions. Okay, the hair is done, folks. This takes me like an hour to do, but it's worth it because it lasts me several days. So yeah, I'm gonna go make myself a coffee and then pick an outfit. Hello. Pick an outfit, get ready. Okay, making a coffee. One of my questions is how I edit my Instagram. I use Lightroom. I make my own presets, I guess. And I actually did do a YouTube video about like the basics on how I edit. So if you want to know more about how I edit, definitely go check out one of those videos, because I go through... Hello? What? I go through a lot of details on how I do my editing on my photos. She wants attention. I've made my coffee. I love putting it in these little cute cups from the thrift store. And I'm about to pick my outfit. I'm thinking neutrals. I love my neutrals. I'm thinking maybe some white denim and like beigey top, creamy top. Let's see what I can pull together. Let's do a neutral vibe today. My favorite lip gloss at the moment is this one from Maybelline, Lifter Gloss. I'm obsessed with it. But yes, I'm all dressed. I went with this Vera Moda knit turtleneck. It's very cold today in Australia, winter vibes, but I love these color tones. And then I went with my denim, my white denim pants. They're like wide leg, hard to show. I've come into the kitchen to do a full length. So this is the vibe. I just have my slippers on because I'm working from home. But yeah, super cozy and comfortable, and just what I need for the stay at home. I'm gonna just answer a few last questions in this video. I'm sure it's pretty long. Someone asked me, tell us about your love life. well, I've said it a few times, I have a boyfriend, and if you'd like to know more, let me know. I never like share much about us and our relationship. We've been together for 2.5 years, and yeah, he's my first boyfriend, and he's amazing. I love him so much, and I had a crush on him for years before we started dating. He's 7.5 years older than me though, so didn't start dating until I was 19, and yeah, it's been going great. I feel like I'm totally open to talk about it more. I kind of keep us like kind of private, but then I also share him a bit on social media. I don't know. I'm such a romantic at heart, so I love knowing about other people's relationships, so I'm totally open to talking about more. I've actually thought about starting a podcast, and I would love to just chat about life as a early 20-year-old, and just share like things that are going on in my life and just different things. I'd love to talk about being like a late bloomer. I'd love to talk about relationship advice and just so many different things that I'm currently struggling with, having open conversations about starting your own business as a young person. I've really been thinking about starting a podcast for a while, so if that's something you'd be interested in, I think with whole Instagram and, you know, making this a career, it's about diversifying, and one of the things I haven't done yet is start a podcast. So I've always thought there's just too many people start them, it's just too trendy, but honestly, like, it doesn't really matter if so many people are doing them. You can still bring your own little twist to the space, and yeah, I'd love to do story episodes. I'd love to do like little polls, question answers, just like fun things like that, very much along the lines of what we said. So if that's something that you like and you're interested in, definitely let me know, because I've thought about it and I'd love to answer more things and just be a guiding voice, I don't know, or at least a kindred spirit, you know? And one of my last questions is, what's on your manifestation list at the moment? I'm manifesting clarity on decisions on what my future, clarity on where I should move to and what my next step is. I'm also manifesting to hit 10K on Instagram and YouTube. I've hit 10K on TikTok, which is amazing, so I'm super grateful for that. And I'm also manifesting success, I guess, in general. Success means something different to everyone, and I know what it means to me, and yeah, I'm manifesting that. So some clarity and success. Just little, you know, nothing big. I also have some brands that I'm manifesting collaborating with, but also at the moment I'm trying to fine-tune the kind of content that I want to create and brands I want to work with, and just be really genuine and authentic to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's gonna be long or rambly or kind of just like boring. Hopefully not. I just really wanted to connect more with you guys, as I've said a bazillion times in this video, and I'm really grateful for every single one of you. If you want to see more of my face, definitely follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will see you in another video very soon. Bye guys.